Oh, hello. Welcome. Come on in. Welcome to Creepy Cheapies, where we take a few minutes each week to, acknowledge and consider the fine art of latex monster masks. Just trying to decide what kind of mask we should talk about for today.
A few minutes later.
Let's do a mask from Lord Grimley's Manor today. Yeah, that's it. Now, just wait there while I go get one. I just have to go down the stairs and take a right and go through a couple of corridors and into the dark room where all the masks are from Lord Grimley's Manor, and I have to pull one out of there, and I'll be back.
One eternity later.
Say, oh, never mind, there just happens to be one right here down at my feet. It's this disastrously cool thing from Lord Grimley's Manor, an Alpha Centauri alien. That's right. Now, if you think that sounds familiar, yeah, you could have met him at a bar somewhere or something, but you might have heard of Alpha Centauri elsewhere because, well, for one thing, on the original Lost in Space, Alpha Centauri was where the Robinson family and hangers-on like Dr. Smith and the robot and Major West, that's where they were going. They were trying to get to Alpha Centauri, which one assumed was a planet in the Alpha Centauri system. Okay, so you may have heard of Alpha Centauri if you watched Lost in Space, or on classic Doctor Who, Alpha Centauri, or a planet therein, because it's actually a star system and not actually a planet, but the ambassador from Alpha Centauri on classic Doctor Who was probably their least convincing monster ever. Looked like a green beach ball with an eye painted on it. But God bless them, they tried to make the eye blink, and the costume was a curtain from someone's dining room wrapped around there. But it is a credit to the acting ability of everybody that was on classic Doctor Who. The acting was so good that you didn't think about when the monsters were as implausible as the ambassador from Alpha Centauri, which, as previously mentioned, gets my vote as least convincing costume ever on classic Doctor Who. But anyway, that was another Alpha Centauri alien. And then another one on Babylon 5 was one of my favorite TV sci-fi characters, I think, in terms of the performance and the characterization and the whole character arc that he had. Londo Mollari. He was the ambassador from Centauri Prime. Now, the humans in the real-life world in which you live, the humans who consider themselves experts on such things, I think they're pretty sure there are two planets in the Alpha Centauri star system. So one assumes that Londo Mollari on Babylon 5, who came from Centauri Prime, which was, the dominant, the more politically and geographically significant and powerful of the planets. That was, where was I going with Londo was from Centauri Prime. The thing on Doctor Who, I'm not sure where it was from. It was from one of those planets. But anyway, there may be any number of other planets in the Alpha Centauri star system, but as far as we know, there are really only two that we can pretty much count on for certain. I love this mask because it combines the elements of classic what a space alien would look like kind of concept, which is to say it's green, it's got kind of a big bulbous cranium, and it's got these big spooky shiny dark almond shaped eyes. See that? Very cool. And it also has a little bit of aquatic life to it, like perhaps it would live under the sea and maybe rub elbows with the creature from the Black Lagoon even, you might say. Might be friends with some of the underwater creatures. And it has a little bit of the alien quality of H.R. Giger type space monsters in it. So it's kind of a very unique and original blending of classic themes and looks for aliens. And one of the things that's unique about it, I don't know if you can tell this on your monitor, but he has silver teeth And those set him back some serious coins. Yep, he paid for that. And if you like this mask, by the way, one of the other classic things people think of when they think of aliens is they call them grays, and they think of an alien as being gray. Well, if you think the green looks too much like an aquatic fish monster, and you think of your space aliens as something you prefer to be gray, they make a gray version too. Can we get a picture? Get a picture of the gray version? Just throw a picture up here of the gray. Yeah, now, just, okay. I guess we don't have a picture of the gray version, but that's okay. It looks just like this one, only gray instead of green. But all this other stuff, I believe, is the same in terms of the red and the black. And I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little bit of blue shading here and there going on in the mask. And they also make great hands to go with it. And no, don't, wait, take that down. Don't put it up there now. It's too late. No, I already told them I didn't have a picture of the gray. Take it, yeah. Okay, never mind. They also make these lovely hands, which, as you can see, he soaks his hands in Palmolive dishwashing liquid, which actually is what he drinks too, coincidentally, so it works out. But look at these nice hands, beautifully sculpted, and I did stuff a little paper in there just to make sure they didn't look floppy for the camera, because I wanted to be able to hold them up and go, hello, like that, with the hands. But look how nicely those are sculpted and painted with these cool sort of lizard-like plates down the back, and these tendons that have the very alien look, the exposed tendons that really look like they would be part of his natural anatomy and would work in moving the musculature of his very strange and alien fingers. And you know, on his planet, when they use the expression, you could count these on the fingers of one hand, you know they are seriously talking about a small number of whatever the subject happens to be. Look at those great nails. And I didn't do anything here. I didn't add the shiny. You see the shiny? This is how they came from Lord Grimley's Manor. And if you've never bought anything before from Lord Grimley's Manor, I don't know of any other place you can buy them except directly from Lord Grimley's Manor. Hands, I'm gonna guess maybe 40 bucks on the hands and maybe 65 or 70 on the mask. Again, prices change a lot these days, so I don't know when you're watching this, so maybe by the time you happen to be watching this video, maybe the hands will be $11,000 and the mask will be $2. I don't know, because things are very inconsistent right now in the world of masks and monsters. And I'm sure things are much more sensible and logical and rational and consistent on Alpha Centauri, which is why I booked a flight there for next week. Good night.